Hey folks, how's it going? Checking out more Porridge. Hopefully you guys had a fantastic day. Enjoyed the last episode, man. It was cool. They were able to leave the prison and actually get to see a little bit of scenery, do a bit of work, screw around at work, and go to the church and get locked in and stuff, but still able to get a little bit of work. I thought it'd been cool if he was actually able to get some beer in cans and take them back to the guys. Similar to like the Shawshank Redemption scene when they were working on the roof and everybody was hot and they were able to drink some beers and enjoy like the sunset after they worked all day. That was a pretty like nice gesture. So it'd been cool if they were all able to get some beer. But instead, he just chugged down with like 3 or 4 pints. He brought them back some chips, though. They all got crisp, but it'd been cool if he was able to actually get some cans of beer and take it back to all the guys, man. That'd been like really cool. But yeah, this came out before Shawshank Redemption, so if they would have did that, yeah, they were like, Shawshank Redemption, ripped that off from Porridge, man. That iconic scene of them in on the roof enjoying some cold brewskis, man. But yeah, man, enjoyed the last episode. Let's just go ahead and jump into this one and talk about it more at the end. Make some fishing nets there.
Oh, shame on it.
What's the matter?
I dropped a stitch.
Oh, something wrong, Fletcher?
Of course something's wrong. The whole flaming job's wrong, isn't it, eh? Grown men sitting here 8 hours a day sewing flaming fishing nets. Can you think of anything more demeaning or indignified?
Mailbags. It's a step up from mailbags.
Yeah.
This isn't a job, it's a punishment. Everybody in this room's been punished because we haven't been good little boys.
Yeah, listen, Fletcher, it's a pity you lost that cushy job on a farm. I mean, fresh air, free eggs every day.
What do you mean, 3 eggs? More like half a dozen, mate.
I knew you were pilfering eggs.
Yes, well, as young McLaren says here, we're all being punished for it, ain't we? What chance has a man got, eh? When all the forces of the establishment are aligned against him, eh?
Oh, now, Fletcher, you've been in prison long enough to know the score. You've broken the rules, you've upset Mr. Mackay, and you must accept the consequences.
Yeah, I thought you was going to appeal to the governor on my behalf, Mr. Barraclough.
Oh, the governor's got no time for you, Fletcher. No, he's very disappointed in you, just as I am.
Yes, all right, Mr. Barraclough, all right. We know the public is wreaking its revenge on them that never had a chance in the first place. I mean, look at him there. You never had a chance, did you?
Kind used to enter.
Well, he's being punished, just as you are.
Oh, what do you do then?
Spoilt the stinking soup.
He spoilt the soup. He spoilt the soup, and for that he's doing the penance. Well, what chance have any of us got, I'd say?
Now, that is not the whole truth, as you well know, McLaren. You spoilt the soup because you held a prison officer's head under it for 2 minutes.
That guy's violent.
You see, you tried to drown that prison officer. It was a vicious and unprovoked attack.
Tried to drown him.
He came and asked for it.
You could have severely scalded him.
No, you couldn't. Not with the soup we get in this nick, mate. Wouldn't burn a baby's bottom with that, could you, eh? The smile of a man who's getting his oats.
Yeah, being cheeks, man.
Can you deny it?
Look, I've said I'm grateful.
Well, I don't want your gratitude. Thanks very much, Mr. Barraclough. I'm fed up with it. I've learnt my lesson. It's them and us.
Oh, now, look,
Now, if you will excuse me, I have to return to my knitting. Getting all behind like the cow's tail as it is talking to you. If I'm not very careful, I shan't get my full 60p this week. 60p a week, eh? Cool. Net profit. Look at it. Still, I suppose it's,
I wonder what he told
I suppose
him.
it's just about enough to cover
What
the cost
advice
of a
did he
jar
give?
of wintergreen ointment. Because all my money goes on medicaments, you know, because I've never been a well man. I've always been a prey to lumbago and rheumatics, all them illnesses which are aggravated by having a cold, drafty cell that faces northeast. Not enough blankets, cold concrete floor and no carpet slippers.
So
I
dramatic.
see what I can do about the blankets.
No. I don't want nothing from you or no one. Nothing. Nothing. Well, there is one thing, if you insist. But it's only a minor thing.
Yes, what thing?
I want a job in the library.
They know you pushing his luck, man.
Oh, hope the flaming fish of them of England appreciate me. Oh, dear. I shall never play the harpsichord again. I doubt if I shall even be able to wipe my own nose.
What the hell?
Oh, sorry, son, sorry.
Can you watch where you're carrying going, Fletcher?
I said I'm sorry, son. I'm sorry. It won't happen again, I promise you.
Watch it.
I will, yes, I
This
will.
guy
I
has
don't
a
want no
friggin'
bother, son, 'cause
temper.
I'm not a well man, see. I don't want no trouble with you, McLaren. Listen to me, you. I know you're a hard case. We all know that. We all know you're full of nasty militant feelings, but if you ever talk to me again like that, I'm going to twist your head round like a cork in a bottle of Beaujolais, all right? I'm going to pull it off and give it to that puffing bee-wing to keep his wigs on, yes? And are we sorry?
Yes, we are, Fletcher.
All right. Don't lie about that, then get up.
Well, at least found. Some copper found me up an alleyway wrapped up in the Glasgow Herald.
Yeah. Well, I did admit you haven't made it easy, didn't I?
Never knew my father. Ma that didn't want me. Flaming orphanage and I'm black with a Scottish accent. Would you want me to be, Fletcher? Happy go bloody lucky.
Well, it could be worse, son, couldn't it?
Could it?
No, I don't suppose it could, really.
Couldn't think of anything.
So you don't want to let that illegitimate bit worry you. I mean, a lot of famous people was illegitimate, you know. Oh, yeah, royalty, you know. William the Conqueror, now, he was illegitimate. Leonardo da Vinci, Lawrence of Arabia, Napa Wainwright.
Who's Napa Wainwright?
He was a screw at Brixton. Mind you, he was a bastard, he was. But you see, it's not a stigma anymore nowadays, is it? I mean, being married, it's out of fashion now. I mean, all these trendsetters, these glamour people, you know, pop stars, television personalities, all their kids is born out of wedlock, you know. Oh, yeah. In a few years' time, being illegitimate, you know, will be very fashionable, much as homosexual is at the moment. Oh, yeah. In fact, come to think of it, being an illegitimate black puff is about as chic as you can get. No, you're not.
Anybody
Nobody
suggest that?
says anything about it. Now, you're flying off the handle, see what I mean? Own worst enemy, ain't you? I'd done this jewellers, you see, at Southwark, but they caught me, but they hadn't got the stuff, because you know what I mean, hadn't I, see? So there I am on remand in Brixton. So I writes a letter to my old lady, Isabel, and I says, how sorry I am to be done yet again. And then I said, as I'm not going to be around to provide for you this winter, you're going to be a bit short, why don't you plant your own vegetables? I suggest you dig in the back garden as soon as possible. Next morning, there was 12 policemen around there with shovels, the devious nerve.
Cold-blooded.
Did you find the stuff?
Oh, no, I didn't find that. That was in the bottom drawer of the wardrobe. It was just my way of getting the garden dug over for Isabel. I mean, why
That's
should
great.
she have to do it when there's 12 great big nosy coppers with spades? If you'll pardon the expression.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my problem at the moment, you know. Yeah, it's trying to ingratiate myself back into his good books because I've lost a lot of ground in the credibility stakes there myself.
Well, thanks, Fletcher. It's been more use than talking to the welfare officer.
Turn the other cheek, son,
I'll try. I know you're right in principle, like.
for your own good.
You're straight, you are, Fletcher. Bloke can trust you.
Don't forget your things.
Oh, thanks, Fletcher. Hey, where's my orange?
Did it roll outside on the floor?
No, it's not there.
Someone's had that. Bunch of criminals in here, you know.
Yeah.
In heck, yeah. All right, ta-ra, Fletch.
On there you go.
I bet Fletch has it. Is he gonna come back and see that orange?
In a pyramids across the night.
Close the door, man. Oh, okay, I thought he was gonna come back and see with that orange. A sneaky butt.
You take nothing seriously, do you, Fletcher?
No.
There's a man's life at stake, to say nothing of the reputation of Slade Prison.
Oh, yes, we don't want to lose our goodwill, do we? Otherwise, we won't get any bookings for next season.
Your flippancy is in very bad taste at a time like this, Fletcher.
How are they trying to get him down, then?
Well, the Padre's trying to talk him down through a megaphone.
The Padre? Is he sober? The pubs are just shut, aren't they?
Well, he's not alone. He's got the welfare officer with him, Mr. Gillespie.
What does he know? He's just come out of university, hasn't he? He's got no experience of the practical, has he? He's probably still thumbing through his textbooks at this moment, looking for a chapter on Negro nutters and how to deal with them.
Yes, well, I think you're being a bit hard on Mr. Gillespie.
Yeah, permission to see the governor, Mr. Barraclough, please.
What, now? No, when this is over, perhaps.
It's about now. I want to see him. It's about the lad. I might be able to help, you see.
What, help McLaren?
Yeah. Well, are you going to take me, or aren't you?
Well, I would if I thought it might help. You see, Mr. Mackay's in charge.
Oh, well, there you are, then. Anything's better than leaving it to Mr. Mackay, isn't it? He'd probably just let the lad jump. And then jump on him.
Well, in the circumstances, I'm willing to listen to anybody. But what makes you think you can achieve something we can't, Fletcher? You know something we don't.
Well, I know a little about what makes a lad tick, sir. Oh, I'm not saying you're not a very experienced man in these matters, Mr. Venables, as indeed is Mr. Mackay here. And the Padre and Mr. Gillespie. But to him, you see, you all represent the establishment, which only inflames his feelings of hostility and resentment, doesn't it? I mean, the Padre's been out there for 2 hours rabbiting away. All he's got for his trouble is a brick up his megaphone.
Dang.
How is the Padre?
Very upset, sir. Very upset at not being able to get through to the man. Very upset also about losing 2 of his front teeth.
Dang.
There'll be no sermon on Sunday.
Thank heaven for small mercies.
See, it's a question of attitude,
No.
really, isn't it? So, I mean, the last thing that boy wants is all that preaching and sermonising, isn't it? It's the same with the intrepid and well-meaning Mr. Gillespie, isn't it? I mean, he was asking for trouble crawling up that ladder, wasn't he?
How is Mr. Gillespie?
I'm still wondering if he's in on it, man. Just the way Fletcher is, dude. In order to get some of the stuff he wants.
Hey, look out for them slates. They're a bit dodgy.
Oh, it's high, isn't it?
It's your idea. You said climb a roof.
Yeah, did you have to pick such a high one? I'm not a bleeding steeplejack if you are.
Makes you look a bigger hero. More dramatic impact.
I knew he was in on it.
This height, will you? Now, of course I don't want a bit of chewing gum. Come on, let's get off here.
Hey, we can't go yet. You've got to talk me out of this. Take me at least an hour to succumb to your eloquent persuasion.
An hour? Bob, I've got vertigo. I feel sick. I'm dizzy.
Yeah, we'll be doing in time for tea. It's cauliflower cheese today, isn't it?
Did you go die? Oh man. He is so lucky, dude. That hurt, but Jesus. He loving it. Look at him.
She come out the clearing, her flimsy shift soaked by the sudden monsoon. Get off. Through it, Gilbert could discern the firm contours of her proud young Malaysian body. She stood there unashamed, staring him straight in the kneecap. She was everything he had imagined on that long train ride from Kuala Lumpur. Suddenly she was close to him, and he gazed in awe at her half-naked, up-tilted, perfectly formed... Here, listen, Fletcher, perfectly
So
formed.
bogus.
Well, I'll give you a clue. There was two of them, and they went up and down when she ran. And I don't mean her
That's
kneecaps
great.
either. Now, this beautiful love saga of fertility rights from a southern Malaysian desert can be yours for the small sum of 2 snart.
All right, done.
In advance.
All right. Done.
You certainly have been.
Hey, can you watch where your can going, you clumsy nut?
Hey, haven't we decided that's going to get us nowhere?
Sorry, Mr. Fletcher.
That's all right, Mr. McLaren.
Oh, thanks.
How are things in the medical world?
Cushy, Mr. Fletcher. And the library.
A doddle, Mr. McLaren.
Hey, did you get me The Godfather?
Did you get me the wintergreen?
Nice. I really thought him telling the old boy was gonna ruin things for him. Like, why would you tell the narc, dude? Why would you tell the narc? And I never read the book he was talking about, but I'm pretty sure it's not about that. I'm pretty sure it's just a book about maybe, I don't know, girls growing up or something. I don't know, but I know it's not about that, whatever he was doing. So he played the old boy who's a narc. Yeah, so he found a way to get back into their good graces, man, by becoming a hero or whatever. And I wonder if this guy's gonna be a bit more recurring character, or if this is gonna be like a one-off type thing. I thought it was funny that he can think of anything that's harder than being a black Scottish man. It's like, I don't know. He tried to come up with something, man. And he's right, man. These days, it's not that much like having a kid out of wedlock. Nobody cares, even a little bit. You know, like nobody really thinks about it. And he feels like eventually it's not gonna be that stigmatized, and it's not at all. Just like being gay and stuff like that, nobody cares. Interracial kids, nobody cares. Nobody even thinks about it anymore. It's kind of weird that it was even a question back in the day where people made a big deal about it. I mean, of course, racism still exists. Of course, sexism, all those things still exist. All the isms are still around in pockets, in places and stuff, but it's not as stigmatized like it used to be, where people make a huge deal about it. But yeah, this is a good episode, man. I like that Fletcher is still doing that thing where he kind of like takes people under his wing and like tries to give them like wisdom on how to like do. Don't turn 3 years into 10 because you're angry. I get that you're frustrated and it sucks that people treat you like crap just because you're biracial and that your family kicked you to the curb and stuff, but there's no reason. Like, just have a little bit of like patience and stuff like that, and give up a little bit of pride in order to just, you know, bide your time and get out of there. And it just costs you a little bit of pride to get on with your life. But yeah, man, for sure, this was a good episode. I enjoyed this. All right, folks, that is it, man. That is all for this one. Hopefully, you guys are happy, safe, and healthy. I'll see you in the next one. Later.